Hey guys, back at it. It is day 49. We are moving along here in the 100 days of daily diary challenge. I had been prompted in a meditation devotion session to just put myself out there and be real and raw and share my daily happenings along with some nuggets of wisdom that pop in here and there and just work on myself through putting myself out there. And I appreciate whoever's hanging along and sticking with me for this journey. It has been amazing so far. We are getting close to the halfway mark of the 100 days. And today was just a big, long day of driving. So on the way back home, there was less of a time restriction or time like on the way down there, I really wanted to be there early so that we could, start the vacation and get things going and hang out with my mom and her husband. But on the way back, it was, more of we're getting back to reality. We're getting back to just like resetting. So there was really no time. So instead of heading out super, super early, we headed out like a little bit later. And we did have a few extra stops on the way. Because my love and I were both really tired, and I was definitely fighting sleep a lot. We pushed really hard on the vacation of just, for me, the pushing hard would be, the differences in times. So I am typically a, 10:30 to bed, wake up at 6 or 7 and get going. Not really a napper, not really, rest throughout the day kind of person. My love is kind of a night owl, so he's typically up very, very late. And while he does sometimes get up early, he is not the super early riser like I am. I do have the kids and their school schedules to kind of keep me in that early riser schedule. But so being on vacation, there was a lot more of this flex in times where we were not going to bed necessarily early, and we were definitely not getting up early. So it was, I was tired from that, and tired from just like all the extra sun we've gotten, all the things we've been doing. Believe it or not, like being in the ocean, jumping the waves, that was like using different muscles. Fishing, that was using different muscles. Like all the things that we did kind of had, not like we were working out like intensely, but we were working different muscle groups and different parts of our bodies that we normally don't use. So there's these weird sorenesses that keep popping up. And then also driving a full day, you kind of tense up and you have different parts of your body where your muscles are feeling like sore and fatigued. So that was that. And yeah, just a really, really long day of driving, and that same bittersweet feeling of this is the last full day of interaction with my love. And as soon as we get to our destination, we're going to part ways, and he's going to go to his place and I'm going to be at my place, and there's going to be this separation again. So it was a lot of, talking while we're driving, absorbing each other's energy while we're together. I did something that I really still am trying to get over, and it was mostly me talking through an event that we have coming up and saying things without really thinking about them before I'm saying them. Just kind of like going through, we're going to one of his family's weddings, and I was doing a checklist of like, oh, we'll see your mom and her husband, and we'll see this person, and we'll see that person, and we'll see your dad and his wife. And I said it before I thought it through and before my actual brain and memory caught up with me, just going through the motions, saying the people, because his wife passed, and I immediately felt my gut tighten up and tie into like a big knot. And I felt tears coming, and I felt like shit, because that is something that he's expressed to me, that she passed. And I know better because my dad passed away, and it felt like really shitty when people don't remember that. And I'm the person that should remember that. So that did not feel good at all when I brought it up. And it still doesn't feel good. So I'm working through that, where I'm usually super positive and just like, on top of everything, and usually keep everything situated in my mind. And I'm very, I remember things people tell me. I remembered it. But in this specific moment of going through that in the car while we were talking, and we were both tired and fatigued and ready to be over with this driving trip, I did not. And it made me feel really bad. And I don't know. I don't really know how to let that go or work through it. So I'm trying to figure it out. But we had, it was not a great drive, because I don't think driving for 8 hours is really a lot of fun. But we did have fun with each other, and the kids were hanging out in the back, kind of sleeping, relaxing, hanging out. This time they did rest a lot more than they did on the way down. So that was nice for them, because they got to relax before today, getting back to school. And we just basically came home, threw the suitcases open, started to get laundry going, taking all the chargers out, taking all the things out, unpacking, then getting the kids' backpacks ready for school in the next day. And just like, it's a full reset when you come back from a big vacation. So I was completely exhausted and ended up falling asleep on the sofa. And my daughter's super amazing, and she was definitely taking care of me and making sure I got to bed. But that was basically it. It was just a big long drive day and a reset at the end. That bittersweet feeling of knowing that we've spent this whole time together, and then we're going to have to make that break to go back to what our reality was before. And then also to see, how I'm going to deal with this kind of fumble of my words. And it was not really a super intense day, but there was a lot of stuff that kind of happened throughout the drive. And we're just going to get ourselves ready for starting the week back in our normal schedule with the kids in school and all of that. I also have a big trip coming up at the end of the week to California to see my family and to attend another coffee festival. So this is going to be I feel really amazing. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but the feeling of me being there at this coffee festival, even though it's like on the other coast, and it's kind of far out there and it's an expense, but I feel like something big is going to happen. So we will just new moon energy or full moon energy coming up. I already tapped into that new moon energy before, but it is the new moon coming up, and we're definitely going to do some meditation and energy tap-ins. So I will wrap it up at that. It's been looking like all of mine have been going over that 10 minutes. I've been trying to keep them under, but anyway, follow, like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things if you feel so prompted. I appreciate everybody who sticks around. I know not every day is going to be an amazing, this is just so gripping. It's just, real, it's raw, it's whatever I got going on and however I express it. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me and hanging out. If not, That's okay, because it's just, again, for me to be out there and work through some stuff. So I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.